So let us see another example of how to find the Laplace transform of the given functions. F of t is equal to t cube. This is given. This is the given problem for us. F of t is equal to t cube. So let us find the Laplace transform of this problem. We have f of t is equal to t cube. Differentiating this once. F dash of t is equal to 3t square. F double dash of t is equal to 6t. F triple dash of t is equal to 6. Substituting 0 in place of t, we get f of 0 is equal to 0, that is 0 cube. F dash of 0 is equal to 3 into 0 square, which is again 0. F double dash of 0 is equal to 6 into 0, which is again 0. F triple dash of 0 is also 6 because f triple dash of t is a constant function. So using this concept, Laplace of f triple dash of t, this is given in the previous slide. Laplace of f triple dash of t is equal to s cube Laplace of f of t minus s square f of 0 minus s f dash of 0 minus f double dash of 0. So using the same result, L of f triple dash of t, that is Laplace of f triple dash of t is equal to Laplace of 6. F triple dash of t is equal to 6. So Laplace of 6 is equal to s cube Laplace of f of t, which is to be found out, minus s square f of 0. F of 0 is 0. So this term is equal to 0 minus s f dash of 0. F dash of 0 is again 0. So this term is equal to 0 minus f double dash of 0. F double dash of 0 is equal to 0. So all these three terms are equal to 0. So L of 6 is equal to s cube into Laplace of f of t. Laplace of f of t is equal to Laplace of 6 is nothing but 6 into Laplace of 1. Laplace of 1, as we know, it is equal to 1 by s. So Laplace of 6 is equal to 6 by s is equal to s cube into Laplace of f of t. Taking s cube to the LHS, we get Laplace of f of t is equal to 6 by s to the power of 4. So the Laplace transformation of the given function t cube is equal to 6 divided by s to the power of 4. So this is how we use the concept to solve such kind of problems. If Laplace of f dash of t is equal to s into f of s, or inverse Laplace of s into f of s is equal to f dash of t, which is also equal to d by dt of L inverse of f of s. If the inverse Laplace transform of s into f of s is equal to f dash of s, this is equal to derivative of inverse Laplace transform of f of s. The inverse Laplace transform of f of s is nothing but f of t. Derivative of this f of t is equal to f dash of t. From the definition, we know that Laplace of f of t is equal to capital F of s. So f of t is equal to inverse Laplace of f of s. When we differentiate this, we get f dash of s. This is the given thing. Laplace of f of t is equal to capital F of s, as I said. Then this result is useful in finding the inverse Laplace transform when some function phi of s is given as s into f of s. Let us see this kind of problems. Example problem. Find the Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform of s by s square plus 9 using the inverse formula. This is the inverse formula. When any given function is given in the form of s into f of s, then this concept can be used. So let us see the solution. Capital F of s is equal to 1 by s square plus 9. We are supposed to find out the inverse Laplace transform of s by s square plus 9, where we consider s by s square plus 9 as s into 1 by s square plus 9. Then on comparing, we get s into f of s, where f of s is equal to 1 by s square plus 9. So let us find out the inverse of f of s first. Inverse of f of s is equal to f of t. L inverse of f of s is equal to L inverse of 1 by s square plus 9. Multiplying and dividing by 3 on the numerator and denominator, we get 1 by 3 sine 3t. This is the inverse of capital F of s. Now we are known with the value of capital F of s. So by using the inverse formula, inverse of s into f of s, this is the required thing. This is the required thing that we need to find out, is equal to derivative of the inverse Laplace transform of capital F of s. The inverse Laplace transform of capital F of s is already known to us as sine 3t by 3. So just differentiating this function, we get the required answer. On differentiating 1 by 3 sine 3t, we get cos 3t. So the inverse Laplace transform of the given function s into f of s, that is inverse Laplace transform of s by s square plus 9, is given by cos 3t. This is the way how we solve the problem using the inverse formula. Now, these are few problems related to the initial value problems. Solve the initial value problem y double dash plus 4y is equal to 0. Given that y of 0 is equal to 1, y dash of 0 is equal to 6. These kind of problems we solve just by applying the Laplace transform. On applying the Laplace transform, L y double dash, Laplace of y double dash plus Laplace of 4y. Laplace of y double dash we get from the formula, and Laplace of 4y is nothing but 4 into Laplace of y. We can get this from the formulas. In the same way, this also can be solved. These are few example problems that we can solve based on this theory, initial value problems. So with this, we are done with the Laplace transforms. In this chapter, we have discussed what is the Laplace transform, the definition of the Laplace transform, few examples of the Laplace transforms, few important results of the Laplace transforms, properties of Laplace transforms like the linearity property, first shifting property, second shifting property, change of scale property. How can we find out the Laplace transform when the given function is multiplied by t? And how can we find out the Laplace transform when the given function is divided by t? And how can we find a Laplace transform when a given function is differentiated, differential of the given function? And how can we find out the Laplace transform when some function is integrated, etc.? And also these are few example problems that can be practiced. Then the inverse Laplace transforms, what is an inverse Laplace transform, applications, how we can use inverse Laplace transforms, problems related to the inverse Laplace transforms, unit step function, and then the convolution theorem, which is very important. Convolution theorem, the concept of convolution theorem and the proof of convolution theorem, definition of what is convolution, and then few problems related to it, Laplace transform solution for the initial value problems, and then the inverse Laplace transform, inverse formula that can be used to find out the inverse Laplace transform of few functions, the inverse formula, and also again few problems related to the initial value problem. With this, we are done with the topic Laplace transforms. Thank you.